Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another amazing week of learning. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. It was gorgeous. The sun was shining, it was warm, so I hope everybody got outside and did something super fun. All right, but today is the first day of a new week of learning. So let's start it off by singing our days of the week and taking care of our number corner. Are you ready? Sing with me. Let me get where we're not so shiny. The shine is always so strong. There we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 All right, my friends, it's the first day of a new week. So let's think about what day it might be. We know yesterday was Sunday because that was the last day of our weekend. So if yesterday was Sunday, today is Monday. Super smart people. Let's turn around our Monday card. What's our date today? You're right. That is the number 5, which means it is the 5th day of the month. Let's practice our new month. Are you ready? Say it with me. April. Good. So let's put our whole date together. Are you ready? Today is Monday, April 5th, 2021. Now, let's think about, do we remember what month April is in the year? Well, we have January, February, March, April. So what month is April? You got it. It's the 4th month, and today's the 5th day of the 4th month. So let's go update our date card. All right, we're going to leave that 4 right where it is in our month column. We're going to change this day to the 5th. And the year is 21. So everything we write our date on today will be 4-5-21. Now, if you want to write the date out in the longer version, remember we write April abbreviated or shortened as APR period. We have to change this date to the 5th because it's the 5th day of the month. We add that comma. Can't forget the comma. And then the full year is 2021. But let's go ahead and practice writing the date in the shorter version because sometimes I like the shorter version. It's quick, it's fast, it lets us get on with our learning, and I love it. All right, shout out that date to me. It is 4-5-21. All right, let's look at this shape. Sorry. Here we go. What kind of shape is this? What does it look like? It does look like the letter E. Well, wait a minute. Is the letter E a shape? I thought it was a letter. It's both. Oh, did you know that? Shapes are all around us. Our letters, our numbers, objects, toys, all the things. Everything's a shape. So the letter E is actually, say this with me, this is going to be hard, dodecagon. Oh my gosh, say it with me one more time. Dodecagon. Good. I do not expect you to remember that. That's a tricky one to remember. But I want you to have heard it and seen it and understand everything in our world is a shape. So let's write this down. Do-dec. Oh, now I'm going to spell it wrong. Hold on, sorry. Do-dec. It's not a shape that I talk about very often, so I had to make sure that I spelled it correctly. And you know what? Sometimes we have to double check our books and we have to copy words we're not familiar with. And that's okay if you do it at home too. I just did it, and I'm the teacher, right? We have to use all the tools. Okay. Excuse me. I have our paper dodecagon. Remember this month we were talking about shapes in terms of whether they're congruent. So, was this congruent? Is it exactly the same? It sure is. It's the exact same shape and the exact same size, even though I have a really hard time doing this in the camera because it's backwards. There we go. Same shape, same size. So these two are definitely congruent. Say that with me. Congruent. Good. Now, the other piece we're looking at this month is whether they're symmetrical. And remember, a shape is symmetrical when it is folded in half and the pieces or I should say the two sides, are exactly the same. So I folded our dodecagon in half. When I unfold it, is each side exactly the same? It sure is. So it is symmetrical when we fold it two times. Or when we fold it, I should say, fold it in twos. So there's two equal parts. My words are not coming out right. But what if I fold it again? I can fold it this way, or I can fold it this way. And I'm going to tell you right now, those are not equal parts. Oh my gosh, look at this jumbled mess we have now. So we are going to say our dodecagon, if we fold it exactly into two pieces, it is symmetrical. Because when we fold it in half, when we fold it into those two pieces, each half is identical to each other. Now remember, when we're talking about halves, when we're talking about those fractions, so we have one whole dodecagon that we folded in half. When we write our fraction as 1/2, it is 1/2. So one section compared to one section is equal, and there's two sections total. So this is one individual section and two total in the whole dodecagon. All right, my friends? Big ideas, big concepts. I don't expect it to make perfect sense right away. And we're going to talk about shapes during our class meetings this week a lot. So we are going to practice some more. I'm going to make sure everybody's understanding. But for now, let's move along to our days in school. All right, the last time I saw your adorable faces was day 125. Oh my gosh. But we have another day. We have another day to learn, to grow, to help our brains get bigger and smarter. Let's add that day here. So, thinking about our patterns, our number patterns, if we have 125, what is one more? 125, 126. You got it, because we know that pattern that if we're adding by 1, we just have to add 1 to that 5. So instead of 125, today is day 126. We're going to update our written form. So we're going to say 126. Now, when we break it down, this is the part that I have to make sure you're practicing and following along with me, because this is so important. When we have a 1 in our hundreds, that means we have one group of 100 days. When we have a 2 in our tens, that means we have our 2 completed 10 frames, 10, 20. Then when we have a 6 in our ones, that means we have 6 individual days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you with me, my friends? Now let's put it all back together. We have to add these 3 numbers to get us back to our total days in school. So we're going to take our hundreds, that 100, plus our 10, so plus 20, plus our ones, plus 6, equals 126. All right, friends? Last thing we're talking about today, remember we are collecting popsicle sticks this month. So let me grab our spinner, and we're going to spin some popsicles so we can start our collection for week 2. All right, let's give the spinner a spin. Oh, on the line. Why do our spinners like the line? Here we go. How many popsicle sticks are we collecting today? Yep, we are collecting 4 popsicle sticks. Let me grab our jar. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to add our 4 sticks to our pocket for week 2. Now I need to update our tally marks on our collection sheet. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, when we are using our tally marks, we group in groups of 5. So tomorrow, when we add more to our collection, we will add that line across, just like we did in week 1. Let's see if I can get a little closer here, friends. Just like I did in week 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our 5th stick went across the group. So instead of having to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can say 5, 6, 7. So tomorrow, we'll update our popsicle stick collection. And that's it, my friends. Number Corner is getting faster and easier and better. I appreciate you all. Oops, sorry for the wiggles. I appreciate you all working with me at home, saying everything out loud, counting along with me, practicing these super tricky shapes, all the things. Let's have a great Monday, and I will see you all a little bit later in our meetings and our other videos. Bye, friends.